To say that I love you seems inadequate because I can't imagine my life without you. For how you've been my rock, my guidepost these past few months, and because of that, I've loved you more with each passing day. These past 5 years with you have been the best years of my life. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us. I promise to love you now and forever, and through any obstacle that comes our way. I promise that whatever challenges might carry us apart, we will always find a way back to one another. I promise to never forget, and that what we have is a once-in-a-lifetime love. I'll see you at the altar, and I promise I won't be late. Love from your wife-to-be. Another 1,000,000 kisses.
Stacey, I really don't know where to start, and we both know words aren't my strong point, so I'll try to keep this short. Since the day I met you in the Bagel Brook, I knew there was something special about you, and that I wanted to have you all to myself. Not long after first meeting you, we had our first holiday, and then soon after we bought our first house. And then life really began. Fast forward to 5 years later, and I find myself sat in my old bedroom with tears of joy running down my face, writing this card to you on the eve of our wedding. If there's one thing this year has taught me, it's that no matter what this life throws at us, together we can get through it, and we can even have some laughs, no matter how hard it gets. If you're starting to get cold feet, then please just take a look at the world around us, brought to a complete standstill, yet our love still moves forward in spite of it. Stacey O'Connor, I love you, and I can't wait to call you my wife. See you at the altar. Ross.
Right, a soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out, and we can be completely and honestly who we are. We can be loved for who we are and not for who we're pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. No matter what else goes wrong around us, with that one person, we're safe in our own paradise. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. When we're two balloons and together our direction is up, chances are we found the right person. Our soulmate is the one who makes life come to life.
First of all, welcome to the family. Obviously, things have changed from big numbers to little numbers to orangeries to here. Everything's been amazing. But the main thing is, I think, for Stacey and Ross, family are here, friends are here. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, we've had a good day. They hopefully are going to have a good life. They both come from strong families with good friends. So thank you all for coming. Cheers. I'm sorry, the last thing, I'm gutted Mark Garvey can't be here.
Dance with me under the diamonds. See me like breath in the cold. Sleep with me here in the silence. Come kiss me silver and gold. You say that I won't lose you, can't predict the future, so just hold on like you will never let go. If you ever move on without me, I need to make sure that you know that you are the only one I'll ever love. Yeah, you. If it's not you, it's not anyone. Looking back on my life, you're the only good I've ever done. Looking back on my life, you're the only good I've ever done. Yeah, you. If it's not you, it's not anyone. not anyone, not anyone.
Ross and Stacey, our wish for you today is for your marriage to bring much happiness and joy to each other. But happiness in marriage is not just something that happens. It's about sharing a life and becoming soulmates, establishing a relationship where each can grow, where independence is equal, dependence is mutual. It's not just being in love, it's about having a true relationship.
Stacey, I promise
To make our love and friendship last,
to make our love and friendship last,
and our union remain strong.
and our union remain strong.
May the feelings that we share for each other today
May the feelings that we share for each other today
always remain with us.
always remain with us.
Ross, I promise
To make our love and friendship last,
to make our love and friendship last,
and our union remain strong.
and our union remain strong.
May the feelings that we share for each other today
May the feelings that we share for each other today
always remain with us.
always remain with us.
I call upon
These persons here present
these persons here present
to witness that I, Ross Mainwaring,
to witness that I, Ross Mainwaring,
do take thee, Stacey O'Connor,
do take thee, Stacey O'Connor,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to share the good times and the bad times,
to share the good times and the bad times,
and to love and respect you always.
and to love and respect you always.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love.
as a symbol of our love.
May this ring remind you always
May this ring remind you always
of the words we have spoken here today.
of the words we have spoken here today.
Twist into place.
I know, I'll get it on, I don't worry. And that's on.
And if you'd like to give Stacey this as well. Thank you very much. Stacey, say these words to us. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love.
as a symbol of our love.
May this ring remind you always
May this ring remind you always
of the words we have spoken here today.
of the words we have spoken here today.
Ross and Stacey, you have both made the declarations that are required by the law of this country in the presence of your witnesses, family and friends. You've also chosen to exchange wedding rings as a symbol of your marriage vows. It therefore gives me very great pleasure to be able to tell you both you're now legally joined together as husband and wife. You may kiss your wife. All right.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our momentous day, Ross and Stacey's wedding. Before I get any further, one thing that I'm going to have to say is we gathered here to celebrate something truly magical. I'm sure you all agree. Something so rare and wonderful, we simply must celebrate it. And of course, I'm talking about the free bar that Mike and me put on. I'm sure you've enjoyed that.
But the main thing is, I think, for Stacey and Ross, family are here, friends are here. And he's gone.
Right, I don't even know where to start or what to say. I've sat down 5 times before this, tried to write a speech for a wedding that I've never had. So today I didn't bother, I'll be honest, because
I'm just glad I got to marry Stacey.
Right, 5 years ago, Ross was my best man. And if I can do half the job that he done for me, I know I've done well. When he asked me to return the favour today, I set myself a few reminders. One was to wish Dakota a happy anniversary, and another to wish Twiggy a happy birthday. Little did I know, we'd be in the middle of a pandemic. I've arranged the wedding 5 times, and I wouldn't be here to be best man myself. So, sorry, Carl. So, cheers, Mark.
Yeah, so I've been banned from saying anything by Ross. But Stacey and I have been writing a speech for probably the last 2.5 years. But Ross wouldn't let me do it. And no, it's by default it's a bittersweet thing for me to be here today. When Ross asked me to be an usher, it was something that it made me so happy. Seeing Ross and Stacey here and how much in love they are, the look they've got in their eyes is something that I'd love to aspire to see. And it's a testament to their character, the hard work they put in, because they're both hard work, and their love for one another.
Yeah, we finally arrived at today. It's taken a lot of effort on behalf of Karen and Denise. They've really pushed the boat out, all the obstacles put in their way, and also Ross and Stacey. They've had a hell of a year, and it's been a fantastic day, which has finished it off superbly. And I've got to say, this venue, I know there wasn't the original plan, but it's turned out for the best, I think. It's been absolutely fantastic. The way it's all set out, Rachel deserves a huge round of applause. It really is special.
Right. Talking to Andrew earlier on, he said he's 1 down, 2 to go. Okay, Ross is now gone, so that's it. Me and Karen now changing the locks, and that's it.
There's obviously there's a few absent friends today. Friends are very important to me and to Stacey, obviously. Well to say, Rach, the amount of work you've put in the last week, because we dropped on you getting married tomorrow, but we proper dropped on you getting married today, right? And I can't thank you enough for your efforts, Emily, Nia. But yeah, Luke, Richard and Chris, all of you, in fairness, you and your partners have just been amazing. And not just amazing to Stacey just to Stacey, but to Stacey and me. I've only known you personally the last couple of years, and this wouldn't be possible without you.
Being born only 5 months apart, I see Ross as not just a cousin or a best friend, more like a brother I've never had. Despite being different school years, we've always remained close and share the same group of friends. I always knew I would be your best man, and have pictured today many times in my head, but never once did I imagine you'd get married without me standing by your side.
Just making this up.
Today now is the first formal day to welcome, he's been here a long time, to welcome Ross into the Mental O'Connor family. It's too late now, Ross, you're in.
Alright, so I thought I'd say a couple of words because he's not going to get married again. And there's not a lot he can do about it now.
Friends are here. You're obviously very important, okay? Family is very important, but sometimes friends can be more important than family. Don't ever forget that. Why I'm filling up, I don't know.
I think it would be wrong not to, all of us, to raise a glass to people who can't be with us today, be that friends and family. There's 4 people I really think we should give a special mention to. Stacey and Ross's recently departed grandparents, Cyril, Enid and Clayton, and Ken and Margaret. So can you all be upstanding and raise a glass to absent family and friends, please? Absent family and friends.
You really wouldn't. Your bridesmaids. No, you look pretty good, love. You right, Blair? Do you think you'll try it? I think you're making me look good, Blair, love. Fair play. I'm starting to feel alright about myself.
Ross has had many girlfriends throughout his teens and early 20s and has always managed to pull the good-looking ones. I see you all thinking in your heads, how? Well, he's only just had his new teeth. You only need to unzip his trousers, and there's your answer.
There was one piece of advice I'd like to pass on to you that was given to me just before I got married by my mother's auntie in Porthcawl. She told me when I was a young, stupid boy of 23 about to get married, there's one thing you should always remember. I didn't mean stupid that way. I meant generally.
No, your bridesmaids, the amount of work you've all put in. The boys, you know, I've had 10 ushers, I've had 6 ushers, I've had 8 ushers, I've had Tuesday I had a best man, today I haven't got a best man, but he's on the phone. And and his father's laughing at him.
Ross has always been active and good at everything he puts his hand to. Skiing, surfing, running, pool, golf, and not forgetting he's a black belt in karate. He has represented Wales throughout Europe. There has been good times when his martial arts expertise have come in handy, in Wine Street for example, and some not so good times, like the time he spent the night in hospital, having his front teeth knocked out in a competition. For a while, he relied on super glue to perfect his smile. There's only one person to blame for that, and that's whoever taught him karate in the first place. Since originally writing my speech, Ross has put the days of super glue behind him, and now you can get him 5-1 to win the next Grand National.
One thing you should always bear in mind when you're getting married. Never forget this. Don't forget the 2 bears. I thought she was going to tell me a nursery rhyme or something, or what she meant was bear and forebear. If you bear that in mind, sorry to keep going on about bears, but bear and forebear will be the pathway. I know you two, right? You like to have a full and frank exchange of views at times. We've all noticed that. But in fairness, you always don't let it linger, and you always make friends pretty quickly, and that will stand you in good stead. The 2 bears, bear and forebear.
I've never understood this. You want to come to a wedding, they want to get married. You've organised the venue, everything you want to do, so why do you fill up? I've no idea.
You've both worked hard to make the day the magical day you've dreamt of. Through pure grit and determination, you've got to and can finally be called husband and wife. You've bought the perfect house together and have made it into a beautiful home for you and your family. And I, along with everybody else in the room, wish you all the luck for the future as Mr. and Mrs. Maybury. So if we can all be upstanding for one final toast. Mr. and Mrs. Maybury.
I've got to put my heart goes out to Mark Garvey. Get that he can't be here. We all love him. He's one of my best mates, Ross's best mate, and I think we should. I know he's watching. I would like to have a toast to Mark.
But no, you do look fantastic, right? And I'm so glad to call you my wife, right? I hope you know that, and not just today, I hope you always know that, right? So thank you all for coming, and I would like to raise a glass to people who are absent through not just ill health and passing away and just not being with us anymore, but just through the way this year have treated us all. And so I'd raise a glass to absent friends. And thank you all for being here today.
Finally, would you please all join me in congratulating Ross and Stacey, wishing them all the best for a long and happy life together. Ross and Stacey.
thank God for coming and being part of the special day. It's an honour to be part of your lives. As mentioned, you've got excellent families, and that's what you get it from, so thank you.
No, seriously, Denise and myself got to know Ross over the last few years, and we couldn't wish for a better prospective son-in-law, in all honesty. The first time Denise and me met him was on a Sunday afternoon about 5 years ago. They'd only been out a couple of weeks. Stacey brought him down to introduce him to us. So we all shook hands, said hello, and next thing they turned around and both said, right, we're off to Tenerife now on holiday. Which, different I suppose. I knew straight away then that Ross wasn't what you'd call a ditherer. But as the years have gone by, we got to know him really well, and hand on heart, he's the perfect partner for Stacey. Seriously, all a father can ever wish for his daughter is someone who will love, respect and look after her for the rest of her life. And I know I've got no doubt, nor Denise have, that Ross is the right man for that job. He comes from a lovely family. We've got to know Karen, Mike and Carl over the last few years, and it's easy to see how that's the case. Which brings me to Stacey. Straight away I knew she was going to be a bit of a madam. When she was born, she decided to arrive just on a stroke of stop tap on a Sunday night back in December '89, scuppering my chances of going for a celebratory pint with my mates on the way home from the hospital. We could tell from early on Stacey was one of a kind, never one to hide in the background, always front and centre, whether that was school, birthday parties, not necessarily her birthday party, mind, or any family occasion. Stacey has always been very special to me. We've always had the same taste in music, films and politics, sense of humour. I'm very proud of her, the way she's developed from an excitable, chaotic little girl into the homemaking career woman she is today. She'll always be that chaotic little girl to me, mind, whatever she does else. I also know that when the day comes, she'll make a wonderful mother. After all, she's had a great example to follow. There's 4 people I really think we should give a special mention to. Stacey and Ross's recently departed grandparents, Cyril, Enid and Clayton, and Ken and Margaret. May love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's passing seasons bring the best to you and yours.
I wish that I could wake you up.